Hello students, welcome to digital painting. Here's our first exercise. This is called color mixing, and we're going to do this in Procreate for this demonstration. So I've slowed down the video here so that you can kind of see the different steps here that I'm going to go through. This is the whole process together, so it's going to look pretty quick. Basically one color pops in and the next color pops in. So we'll go through the whole thing one more time and slow it down a little bit in just a second. All right, so here we go. This is how we're going to do it. First, I'm going to grab my selection tool and I'm going to use the marquee selection or square rectangle, and I'll select the area in the middle between the two colors. Here I'm going to sample the green with my finger, paint that in, and then I'm going to sample the blue or purple, and then I'll paint a little bit of that in with a softer touch. Then I can sample the color that mixes in between that's halfway, and then I can put a heavier stroke down and fill in that square. This is basically what you're going to do each time. So there's a different video that talks about how to do this on the computer with a mouse. Here we're going to do this right here. I'm using the middle color first, and then I sample the light green and add that in. Then I find a mixture that I like in between. Sometimes you don't get it exactly right on the first try. If you don't think it's a good balance between the two different colors or values, then go ahead and try again, and I'm going to do that a little bit later. So here we have the next selection made. You can see the little lines telling me that the area that doesn't have lines is selected. I sampled the middle green, painted that in, then sampled the blue purple, finding a darker version somewhere halfway in between. I'm trying to get as best as I can between those two colors. Here we go, we've got those two together. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and try a different color set. So here we are zoomed in. We're going to do the white to red here. I would always start out in the middle so that you can get a halfway mix first. Again, we're selecting with the rectangle. And then you can sample one color, paint it in with a light touch, sample the other color, paint it in with a light touch, and then find the mixture that you think works in between. That's a pretty good balance. Visually, I think that pink is halfway in between the red and the white. So then we'll do the light value. We'll paint that middle pink in first, probably, and sample the white. To sample, you hold your finger above the color or above the box, and that little circle will pop up and sample the color underneath. And it won't sample it until you let go. So we have that all blocked in. Sample this last one. This one's the one I think I go through and I actually correct it afterwards because I don't think the mixture that I make at first is very good. There's the red. Then we put the pink on here. And I think what I do is when I paint this one in, I feel like it's just a little bit too close to the pink and not close enough to the red, not halfway in between. So put a little more red on, sample that mixture, and then paint it in darker. So what brush I've used here for this is the charcoal side brush. It is in the folder, and I will be sharing that brush with you to use. It has a good, nice way of mixing the colors together, and it has a little bit of a grainy texture. So here is what you will receive. This is the final picture. This is how it looks, and we'll see you next time.